awesome. I mean, he's an unbelievable dude. Amazing character. Sounds maybe a little selfish, but I'm glad he's here with us. Obviously it's been tough on him, but, I'm glad he's here. And, have a lot of love for him. So whether he said much this week about it or not, I know it means a lot, and it meant a lot to this team for him. So very happy for that.
What's it like having Breece running like he did a year ago before he got hurt?
Yeah, awesome. That dude's a stud. But I think it starts with the guys up front. I mean, those guys, some big holes right there. And then when you give Breece a chance to hit it like that, and he's able to make some guys miss, I mean, it's where we can be very explosive in the run game.
Did you know right away that he was going to take that one all the way?
Yeah, I mean, I handed off and looked back, and you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. So, I mean, unbelievable job.
Take us back to right before halftime, just kind of with 10 seconds left with Uzomah and everything like that.
Yeah, I need to be better in that situation. I knew the situation was if we throw a ball in bounds, we got to clock it. I think obviously I was frustrated we didn't get back quick enough to clock it. But what's that 5 yards throwing it to CJ really doing for us? We are already in field goal range, and really it's to take a shot at the end zone, and I knew that, but I felt like he was so open. I was like, let me give him a chance to try and run for it. But really, there's no shot for that. I mean, they're rallying and tackling there. I should have just sailed it over his head, and we kicked the field goal the next play. And we need to be better right there. I mean, yeah, I was frustrated we didn't get the clock off, but I could have helped us right there and just thrown it out of bounds.
The interception, was that just an example of one-on-one coverage, giving Garrett a chance to make a play?
Yeah, absolutely. But the throw needs to be better. I mean, I missed inside a little bit, and I tried to. Third down situation, they play man coverage. They put their best player on our best player, and, he made an unbelievable play. I mean, got tipped around a little bit, and he catches it between his legs. I mean, it's one of those that can go kind of either way. But, really all you can say is a great play by two right there.
You guys are getting to the red zone a lot, so you're obviously moving the ball, but a lot of those drives are ending in field goals. So what do you think is like the thing that you guys haven't been able to do once you get into that area?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think we need to go watch it on the tape and find where we could have been better in the red zone. It's tough to score in this league, but we need to be better there. And I think we need to get rid of the penalties and the negative plays. I think that killed us kind of in the first half. It didn't really feel like we were playing that bad, but we weren't moving the ball necessarily in the first half. And we had I think a couple of third and longs. I think we were 0 for 5 in the first couple of third downs of the game, and we can't be there because we can't be in third and long. We got to find a way to stay ahead of the sticks, and I thought we did a better job of that in the second half.
Robert just told us that Hackett got a game ball. I'm wondering, I know you just touched on it a minute ago, but were there any cool scenes in the locker room afterwards? If you could describe if you had any interaction with him, the celebratory.
Yeah, and you could see the emotion on his face a little bit, and he's trying not to show it, but we all gave him a big hug, told him we love him, told him we're grateful to have him here, and it means a lot to us. Obviously, winning's hard in this league, so that's first and foremost, but obviously how things went for him this past year, it's tough, so it means a lot.
Zach, you drive for the last field goal, first down, you guys come out, you've been run the ball. They put it in your hands, you hit Garrett for 32 yards. What do you just take us through that play and kind of what it meant that they kind of gave you a shot there?
Yeah, awesome play call. I mean, I wanted to suggest, hey, let's keep throwing it, but we were running it so well, you can't, and it's like, okay, how can I be efficient? How can I take care of the ball? I need to be high completion in these situations, and I thought it was an unbelievable call. It was something that either we have the shot with Garrett or we don't, and I'm safe with it. I either run, I throw a check down to my right. Garrett did a great job. O-line did a great job protecting right there, and we got a chunk out of it. But, those are the plays you need to try and seal a game off at the end.
Do you feel like you built off of last week? We talked a lot about the game last week. Do you feel like it continued over today? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the name of the game for me is how efficient can I be? I mean, I'm going to go back, and there's going to be some plays I want back, absolutely, or, certain things. But, the processing and then even being able to use my legs a little bit today I thought was needed, especially there at the end trying to get Greg in field goal range. And, but we'll go back and we'll watch it because there's always things to learn from in this league. But I feel like I'm seeing the field well and being decisive and getting the ball out of my hands quickly. But, of course, there's plays to learn from.
Carry this over to a game against one of the best teams in the league with the Eagles next week.
Yeah, great team. And the crazy thing with the NFL is everyone's great. That's what's unbelievable. I mean, it never feels like there's anything that's easy in this league. Every game comes down to the fourth quarter, one-score games, and just like that right there at the end. You think you got it done, and then, they start coming back. So it's going to be a big week for eliminating the negative plays. How efficient can we be? Can we stay ahead of the sticks? And then we got to score in the red zone.
Real quick on injuries. Tippmann, he could have finished. And then AVT is being evaluated for a calf. Coach, can you talk about the adjustments you made at halftime and the way the performance? You got so many people you can say, what a great game, but what a great team victory it was today.
No, for sure. Again, credit to Brick and those guys. And then obviously with the offense, felt like offense was moving the ball well in the first half. We just were self-inflicted wounds. Defensively, they got us on a couple screens. Russell was scrambling. So one of the big adjustments obviously was just keeping an eye out for him, and which we didn't at that first third down. And thought defense was outstanding, -1 drive. But overall, just it was gritty. It wasn't pretty. A lot of things that we got to improve on. But proud of the guys they fought.
With ABT, that the instant rule out of cap, I mean, is that something you guys are worried about?
It's a concern for sure.
And Achilles potentially?
He's going to have to get an MRI.
Robert, we talked about Quincy a lot this week, right? Greg said he's the best linebacker in football. You kind of back it up today?
Oh, yeah. No, he backs it up every day. He backs it up in practice. He backs it up in meetings. He's a game wrecker at linebacker. And, so proud of him. And, you talk about players who, they get thrown away and they're trying to find their way in the NFL. And he stuck to it, kept his head down, kept working, and he's found his way. And very, very fortunate that we have him.
What was the mindset to just kind of unleash him like later on in the game? Because usually your defense doesn't necessarily send the linebackers a whole lot.
Again, credit Brick. There was we noticed a flaw in the protection as they get into hurt, from film study. So we were able to get two of them back to back in that 2-minute situation. Felt good about our 2-minute plan, and knew that we'd have an opportunity at a couple of free runners.
Breece look like he's back?
He's pretty good, isn't he?
No more pitch counts for him?
Pitch count ended at the end of last week.
What exactly did it remind you of the Breece from a year ago in October?
Yeah, when he took one to the house. He's had a couple opportunities. Buffalo, he had a chance to go house. Kansas City had a chance to go house. So it was good to see him take one to the house. But he's a special back, and when he hits that, he's, Brick and I, we always talk about it like he's kind of a deceptive runner. He's just so massive, and it doesn't look like he's moving fast, and you feel like you're tracking him properly, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, where'd he go? And but he's special.
What did you think of the way Zach played today?
I thought Zach did a great job. It was lucky. The interception was unfortunate. Great play from them. But overall, I thought he did a good job. There's, just offensively as a whole, we got to be better in the red zone. Had a chance, probably could have blown that team out of the water. But still, like I said, gritty win. Ran the ball well, moved the ball, stayed ahead of the chains. Thought we were really good in the second half.
Had all the right things going into this game, but the comments in the offseason were made by the guy on the other sideline. Does this one carry any more weight, and how good did it feel to get this win?
It feels good to win in the league against anybody. It doesn't matter, but it was a special game for Hack. Obviously, being here a year ago, racked up over 400 yards on him, put up 31 points. So I'm happy for him.
What happened at the end of the half? It seemed like, obviously you wanted to score at least a field goal in that situation.
Yeah, like I said, the first half just wasn't. It was a little sloppy, obviously. It's an ozone situation. We just got to be better in those situations.
Zach have to show a little more awareness there, knowing that if he throws it to Uzomah inbounds, it's going to be really hard to.
Yeah, we'll look at the tape too, because even in that situation, you still have a chance to go clock it. So we just got to be more efficient. Things we look at as a team, but we could have been better as a coaching staff and as an offense also.
Was the decision right with where Zach went with it, or
yeah. It was the right decision. Like I said, it was an unbelievable play for them from Surtain. He's one of the best in the league. I mean, excuse my language. I'm sorry. He catches it between his legs. Give him credit.
Couple more.
Did Hackett get a game ball?
Yeah, of course he did.
After they scored, I think maybe on their first 3 series, the defense pretty much shut them down until that late drive. What changed with the defense, and any adjustments that were made?
Like I said, say this the right way. They were getting us on a lot of screens, and the quarterback was getting a lot of yardage with his feet. and so it was just a matter of just taking out the screen game, taking out the QB scramble, make them play quarterback. Felt like the way they were calling it wasn't letting them play quarterback, but anyway.
Were you upset with the penalties?
What's that?
Upset with the penalties?
Like I said, it was sloppy. It was a sloppy game in the first half, and from us, and it was disappointing because we felt like we were moving the ball well. We felt like we were right there playing defense, but again, Russell was doing a great job with his feet. They were doing a great job in the screen game, and they were just getting yards, and we just needed to settle it down and quit. At halftime, it was if we could just eliminate the self-inflicted wounds on offense, eliminate the screen game and the QB scramble on defense, we felt like we'd be able to shift the tide, and felt like we did that.
I know you downplayed coming back, to Denver all week, but how did this feel, just to perform like this?
It was good, to be honest. We mostly for Coach Hackett. I wasn't really worried about myself today. It was just, he stayed quiet, he stayed humble, respectful. So we wanted to come in and get a win today for him, and we did that. Better coach, better team won.
Was it in your mind that this is where it happened a year ago, or did you just put that out of your mind?
What's crazy? When I first walked in here, what did I say? I was joking around about it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, because it was the third table over, and then that's the table I sat on when they were doing all the stuff on my knee. I was like, damn, I found out I tore my ACL. It was right in there, and it is what it is, bro. Injuries happen for a reason. God put me through it for a reason. So
How did it feel for Coach Hackett? How good did it feel to get there for Coach Hackett? And what was the pregame or the postgame like?
It was good. Every week you go on expecting to win and everything like that. So it was good to come out, execute our game plan. I think offense, we should have scored in the red zone a little more than what we did. But
talk about your run and the hole that was there for you.
Yeah, what was crazy is it was a counter play, but I had been complaining about it all day because I feel like I didn't have enough space to maneuver. And then coach was like, "All right, Breece, give me one more. I'm gonna call one more, see what happens." He called it, and the hole was wide open, blocked up perfectly, and just had to make the safety miss, and there was nobody else there.
Feel like old times?
Oh yeah, it was good today. People have been trying to say I'm not fast no more. I'm like, I just need some space, man. Some space.
When you were sitting on that training table?
How do you block that out of your mind? Sitting on the training table and then
block
going out,
being
in the same room.
I don't care about it no more. It is.
Before the game, how do you do that?
I'm doing improved now. I got my robot knee, so I'm good.
You mentioned Coach Hackett. Did he say anything to you guys after the game?
No, he was happy that we got the win. That's all it was.
Could you imagine yourself less than a year after being on that table, coming out and having this game?
Yeah, once I found out that I didn't have a bad ACL injury, I was like, okay, 9-10 months, I'll be good.
Breece, what was it like just kind of getting a chance to do this today? You've been limited on touches early in the season. Robert the other day said no more pitch count and just kind of unleashing you.
Yeah, it was good. Everybody else on the team been waiting for it too. Everybody been giving me crap the last few weeks, so it's been good. Just glad that I could expand my role in the offense. Glad that I could help out Zach a little more, help out the O-line a little more, help out the tight ends and receivers a little more.
What was that drive like? I think it was early in the second quarter, where all of a sudden they just started feeding you, and you guys started moving the ball out there. The early struggles.
Yeah, it was good. It's always good to feel like you can control the game and you feel the defense kind of wearing down and everything like that. But like I said, I feel like we could have still came away with 2 or 3 more touchdowns today.
Did you feel like you left some out there? Because I know there were a couple runs where you closed and one where you punched the grass after you got.
Yes, it was probably two runs where sometimes as a running back you're kind of feeling it out, setting them up and everything like that. So it's okay, but there was probably 2 runs where I feel like if I'd have pulled my leg through a little more with a little more power, then I would have probably scored.
GPS said 21.5 miles per hour on the touchdown run. That's pretty fast.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wasn't even running full speed the whole time. It was I feel like most guys, once they see my 20-yard burst, they're like, all right, I'm not catching them, so then I could just coast the rest of the way.
And I know you're obviously going to play on defense. What's it been like seeing Quincy become what he's become?
Yeah, he's been balling. It's been crazy. We talked about it all season, though. I knew he had it in him. Nicole Lynn, she only signs dudes, so you feel me? He's a dude.
What does this win do for you guys, Breece? Just team-wise, after 3 losses?
Yeah, it was good. Felt like we should have won last week, but it is what it is. Get back to the drawing board, and we got better this week. Still feel like we got a ways to go, but it was good to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, just anything. TC playing the Vikings, he wants to win really bad. We want to win for him. They're playing the best. It's it's the nature of the beast, right? So, yeah, you know, we know he wanted to win this one really bad. And I'm glad. I'm really glad we got this for him.
Very great leader.
How would you describe Breece Hall today?
Ask him about the pregame speech.
How would I describe a monster? You know, we came out in that second half. We weren't happy. All right. I'll see you out there. Send me a spot. We came out in the second half. We weren't happy. You know, we kept saying that as an offense that we weren't happy with our production and what we were doing, and we were shooting ourselves in the foot. We had too many penalties, and we weren't really able to. I mean, even at the later part of the game, we still had too many penalties, and we need to get that cleaned up. But yeah, I mean, we came out off rip. Deep one. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Beck? Hey, I know Beck was happy. We were all happy. We were juiced, and you know the defense came out, got another 3 and out, and we just kept saying, keep getting us the ball. We're going to keep scoring. So, yeah, it was. He had a heck of a 177. Yeah. It's fucking nuts. It's insane.
When you dominate that much in the running game, can you feel their defense just starting to wear down and just starting to, you know, give in a little?
I mean, no. I think, you know, they're a good team. They were pressing every single time, and you know, we were able to take advantage of some of the fronts. Some of the fronts we were like, oh, wow, they're in this front right now. This play should be great, right? And you know, it worked out in our favor. But no, there was no give from them. We knew they were gonna play all 4 quarters, and they were, and we were just able to keep pounding the ball and stick with our plan.
Let's talk about the pregame speech. Yeah, we got to hurt a little bit.
Oh, put the shirt on?
Yeah, bro, all right, my fault. See that, bro?
Bro, that's on me, bro. I thought I was covering all the good parts.
But yeah, we kind of heard a little snippet of it.
Yeah, what do you want to know about it?
He said it was legendary. He said,
yeah, just kind of.
Did you even hear it, bro? Did you even hear the speech, bro?
I think I read it.
Oh, you read it? Oh, okay. Yeah, again, it's just you know, we're playing football. We're not playing flag. No disrespect to flag. I've seen flag. It's great. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, we gotta get ready to yeah, I play flag. But it's Beck, bro. You wanna talk, bro? Come on in here, bro. What's up? You wanna talk about my speech for me?
Getting ready to go.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Conklin liked the speech. That's all that matters.
Mom was mad about the cursing.
Yeah, the cursing. It was aggressive.
Talking about flag football like you haven't played it. See you in New York, though, brother.
I can't say anything. I'm just getting harassed right now. It's crazy. What was the question?
Pregame speech. Like what went into it?
No, nothing went into it. I don't really.
The chain?
Oh, TC got that thing on him. Come on. No, that's crazy. What went into it? I don't think about my speeches until I'm about to walk out. So I don't really know what the heck is going to come out of my mouth until I'm about to walk out, and that's just what happened to come. I mean, again, we're playing for our boys, right? Like if somebody talks about somebody on this team in our building in the facility, we're going to play for that person, right? So, you know, we downplayed it all week, and the emotion came out of me to say what I said, and you know, I don't take that back, right? Like it's just that's what I was feeling in that moment, and we were able to come out here and win it for Hack.
Hi, everybody. What was the motivation, that last catch and run that you put half the team on your back?
I mean, it's just 3rd and 4. That place was rocking. You couldn't hear yourself thinking there. And then Zach makes a hell of a check at the line of scrimmage to, you know, change us to a play for that look. And he makes a great throw and, you know, get north and south and see what happens. So really, I'm just, you know, that was a great check by Zach. He gave me a chance to make a play, and happy about it.
Yeah, all right. So I know that he threw the interception late, but that play right there, the confidence to make his check, the confidence to make the big throw, how is this going to help him in his maturation process?
Yeah, you know, I think as an offense, we all kind of need to settle in. At the beginning of the game, we all were kind of, you know, I think every position group kind of had things that we thought we could do better through the beginning of that game. And at the end of the day, that's why it's the greatest team sport, right? Because all those little things could have helped us. You know, could have helped Zach, could have helped me, could have helped Breece, anybody. And, you know, the interception is just that was a hell of a play by 2, right? He gives Garrett Wilson a chance who, I mean, I'm cool with throwing the ball to Garrett Wilson every play, if it's up to me. You know, he gives him a chance, and 2 makes a good play. We know he's a great player. And, you know, it is what it is. That's, you know, part of the game, right? You got to give your players a chance to make big plays. And, you know, I'm proud of him after the last 2 weeks, man. He's threw some great balls. He's shown a lot of poise. Just happy for the kid.
Not sure if you noticed, but this was the last place you guys had a road win. and you were talking about it was bumping today. You know, the crowd was going crazy.
It was loud. It was loud in there today. The beginning of the game was loud, and at the end of that game, it was really loud in there. So, I mean, shout out to the Bronco fans, but I'm happy we could come out with a dub today, you know, for this team, for Coach Hackett. It was awesome to see Breece go run for 160, 170 after, you know, this being the place that he got banged up last year. It was just a really big day, you know, for this team, for a lot of people on this team.
Speaking of Coach Hackett, during the game, I'm sure you guys are trying to just make plays. I'm sure you guys are just trying to win. But before the game, was that on you guys' mind to exact a little bit of revenge for him? Because that was the talk during the week, coming in here and getting a victory after what Sean Payton said in the offseason.
Yeah, no, Hackett didn't really say much about it, right? But you know, just as a competitor and as a man, how bad he wanted this game. And, you know, I'm sure most of the guys on this team have been somewhere, and you get to go back and play a team that either cut you or something happened. You always want to go back and play good against that team, right? So, you know, as an offense, we definitely wanted it for him, and I couldn't be happier for him, man. He's just a really good coach and an even better man, and we're really blessed to play for him. So I'm just really happy for him.
What does this one say about this team overcoming all of?
These guys are ridiculous,
I know,
right?
You got that chain on?
I don't have the chain on.
Not yet. What does it say about this team overcoming all the penalties, the mistakes, the slow start, and still gut it out and win this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows. You know, everybody knows we have resilience, we have grit, we're in every game, we fight our butts off. But it's obviously something we got to address. Not getting off to these slow starts, and you know, right? We in the red zone a lot today. If we can go and score some touchdowns in the red zone, this game's not even that close. So there'll be a lot of good stuff we did today. You know, ran for 240 yards or whatever it was, and you know, so a lot of good things. But there's a good amount of stuff for us to go back and figure out why are we getting off to a slow start? How do we fix that? And then how do we get better in the red zone so we don't have to, you know, give everybody gray hair.
What do you think the play of your other tight ends, or how they played today?
Man, we just got a special group, all the way down from Coach Mid, CJ, Rugg, you know, Kenny, Zag, me. It's just we have a really special room. We have a lot of fun together, practice, meetings. I mean, it all starts with Coach Mid, though. Coach Mid's the man. We love him. He's not just a coach to us; he's a father figure. So it all starts there. And you know, I love playing with him. We have a good time all game out there. So.
Thank you. Did you miss that feeling of seeing Breece hit the hole and go?
Yeah, I mean, I was telling someone earlier, I'm like, it's just so weird watching Breece run. Cause it looks like he's not trying. You know, he just kind of looks like he's just jogging out there, and all of a sudden he's running away from people for, you know, a 60, 80-yard run every game. So he's just a special back, and, you know, it makes it easy being a blocker for him for the most part.
When you look at the second half and their inability to get a first down even for a stretch, and their defense is going back on the field over and over again, could you feel like you were kind of breaking them with the run as much as they were on the field?
Yeah, it was a good feeling as an offense to be able to run the ball, and you did feel like that. And I think we probably would have if we could have finished some of those drives. You know, we had 4 drives in a row, I think, where we were, you know, in the red zone and kicked a field goal. And also, I think, like, as a team, once we take that next step and finish those, that's when we can really, you know, start breaking teams and getting better as a unit. So.
Yeah, somebody had fell into my leg, but I put on pressure on like my hip. You know, like my hip really took all the force for real after the fact. But yeah, it was a little scary though. It was a little scary play.
Quincy was saying that once that play was called where he got the strip sack, he said he knew he was going to get a sack on that play. What's it been like seeing Quincy kind of become what he's become this season for you guys?
It's been great, man. He got a lot of energy. He been extremely confident. Our game plan this week was really like it was a huge like game plan for me and for Quincy. You know what I mean? And we were just looking forward to it. He did his thing, you know, I did my thing, and yeah.
So without DJ, you were going back and forth, side to side, so what was the plan specifically?
It was really one of them things where we was like going off, we rushed like throwing the ball. So like first and second down, I was in like the boundary, no matter what side it was on. You know what I'm saying? And third down, I was going to the field. Then second half, we switched. So I was played straight left. Then on third down, I went to the field. But I'm excited. About Bryce. You know, he was saying he felt 4 takeaways from the defense. And he was saying he was gonna get 2 picks. So like we was like, man, we loved his energy because he talked to the defense last night, and I just told him like when he scored, I said, hey man, that putting points on the board, that's better than 2 picks to me. Like, you know, you really changed the game and you really, you know, made it easier for the offense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just proud of him, proud of how humble he is, man. And, yeah, he really motivated me in a lot of ways, whether he know it or not. Yeah.
What did he say to you guys the night before?
He was just saying, he just told it like something that I'll say. You know, he started a lot of games in the league, so just saying like if anybody wondering about anything, y'all ain't got to wonder. You know, I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm talking to him right now. Yeah. Saying like I'm gonna do what I got to do. Like I got y'all. You know, I'm gonna give it everything I got, and y'all gonna like the results. So, you know, we all started clapping. We got fired up, man. I always be giving him a hard time in like the meetings, like when we always joking about each other. And yeah, I don't know if he know, but you know, he always inspired me and motivated me the way he just attacked the game, his film study, everything. So, you know, I'm glad to be able to just have him in the DB room.
How good is this
Was
feel?
he asked to give a speech last night?
Yeah, he was asked to give a speech. So that's usually how it is.
Oh.
You know, Coach Brick, Albert, he always pick a guy from each position group. They tell you what to expect from that position group and whatever just on their heart. You know what I mean? And yeah, he spoke.
So when he picked up that ball and motored into the end zone, what were you thinking?
Man, I was just excited, man, because I was just telling him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, the game not over. God gonna bless you, you know, because he a spiritual guy. You know what I mean? And I was just telling him God gonna bless him. And if we was going to like the fourth quarter, he ain't had no picks, and I'm like, bro, your opportunity gonna come. And then just to watch him just pick that ball up, just go score, man, it was crazy, man. Yeah, I'm super proud of him, man. But it's something that I know he could do. Like, I'm not surprised at all, you know, because he put a lot of work in. You know, he put pain in every single week. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
How good did this feel to get this win for Nathaniel Hackett?
Oh, it felt great. It felt, you know, it was something that was kind of personal to him. You know, he's just coaching here. You know what I mean? So even if he's not telling us, like, yeah, this personal to me, you can just look, just how he carrying himself the week of, you know what I mean, the week of the game. Like, he got that look on his face, man. He really wants this game. So, you know, it meant a lot to be able to get that win for him as well.
Open your BetMGM app to claim your 50% live odds boost. Only at BetMGM, the king of sports books. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey and New York only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire in 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY in New York or text HOPE-NY 467369 in New York or 1-800-GAMBLER in New Jersey.